Yo, what up? This your man V from Fade and Full. We back. Y'all can take this off. We family, right? Okay. From Fade and Full Barbershop with Kai. Also, Fade and Full instructor Kaz, master Kaz, master barber, and amazing person. Amazing person. So what happened was we in the Fade and Full studio, aka break room. So this guy books an appointment. You know, business as usual. Like, I'm looking at the thing like, all right, I don't know this person, new client. He comes in with this haircut that I'm just like, you know, it intimidated me. Even after my 20 plus years in the game, you know, sometimes you have different moves. You know, I probably should have challenged myself to do it, but I'm looking like, yo, Kai will smoke this. And it could become a teachable moment. So I passed the guy on to Kai. Here's the picture of the cut right here. You can see it now. All right, so what we're going to do here is Kai's going to narrate how he did it. And we're going to rock out like that. You ready?
Sure.
Are you ready? All right, let's do it. All right, Kai, what's happening here?
Right now we are just getting our guide for what is being cut off with the clippers and what is being, you know, put aside for the top, because it's two different haircuts that we're doing.
Why do you say it's two different cuts?
Well, it's a disconnect, right? So we have the clipper portion and then we have the top portion, but then we're going to blend it at the end while still keeping it disconnected at the back.
Blend it at the end, but disconnect it in the back? Mm-hmm. I don't understand.
So at the end of cutting the top, we're going to blend the top to the sides, but keeping the back portion disconnected.
Oh, got you. Okay, I get it. Wow. You know, this cut was like super intimidating to me because it didn't have a blend. So I'm just looking like, all right, I know I'm just trained, you know, pretty much self-taught, like to blend, like to get it, you know, that's, you know, it's not normal in our culture, like the black culture, to just wear a cut that doesn't have a blend. So like when somebody gets in a chair for me of any background, it's like you want to get that joint blended as crazy as possible.
Can I get some coffee? Or am I?
Oh yeah. Say what's up, Mr. West. You on the mic?
I'm on the mic.
Yeah, we recording the audio for this.
Oh, okay. What's up, people?
What are the chances of this guy coming back?
Oh, I feel like he's definitely gonna come back. There's no chancing, he's just gonna come back. He got a good haircut, he liked the outcome of it, and I explained to him what I was doing and why I was doing it, which I feel made him more comfortable and allowed him to understand his colics and the way his hair flows, which I don't think he's been told that before by anyone else.
Yeah, you went above and beyond. I don't think I would have explained that to him. Maybe. Some people just don't seem to care about, you know, they just want you to handle it all.
Yeah, I feel like it's important to tell them, because if they can't get back to you and they have to go to someone else, how can they explain what they want without knowing how their hair lays?
I can see that. What are you explaining here?
Right here, I am explaining about the two different haircuts, about how we're going to blend in one side and then keep it disconnected in the back. I'm explaining why I'm doing a 3 and then how I'm going to blend out the part his brother clippered at the bottom so it doesn't look crazy.
So that clipper part at the bottom was like a hard line?
Yeah. He took like the razor with no guard and just went right across the bottom of his hair. Yeah.
That sounds brutal. Wow. Oh man, my reason for asking is if he's coming back is because, you know, he just, you know, he booked with me, and I wasn't sure if he chose me. Like I was thinking like maybe he like just booked an appointment and the system just booked him with me. And I was like, why would you sick this cut on me? Like I don't like I know how to do that.
I think just after talking to him, I feel that he booked with you because when he went online, you're the main, like you are the owner, and a lot of people just want to book with the owner, which is true. A lot of people want, you know, the owner to do their hair when they're new to a shop, because they want to get the feel of the owner and the feel of the shop.
I guess I try to put myself last, because I don't, to be honest with you, like I know like I got skills, but maybe I'm not like the most talented in every skill. Like I feel like everybody here exceeds me in different areas, and this was just an area where I'm weak, so I guess he probably didn't know that. It is what it is. Maybe I'll turn the filter up a little bit too bright on this.
Yeah, you can't see his hair in the bottom.
In the edit, so I gotta edit this out and get that right. It seemed like you got this done in a record amount of time. Like, how did you work on your speed?
It took a long time. It was just constantly doing the same thing repetitively, and then after a while you start to get it to the part where like, okay, I can bust out this cut in like 15 minutes or 20 minutes just by looking at the density of their hair and the texture of their hair, and then the type of cut they want. Some cuts take me a lot longer, and some cuts I can get done in like 10 minutes. So it really just depends on the actual cut and what their hair is like. And I think it helps too having like the clippers that I have with the blades that I have, because it just kind of just goes right through the hair so quickly.
Yeah, you're killing this cut. I would have attacked it totally different. See, I'd probably need to invest in a pair of those. So how important is the tools that you use?
That's funny. I was asked that not that long ago by Jazz. So I think it's important to pick the right tool depending on the actual person's hair. I like those clippers, but as you know, I have more than one pair. Sometimes I'll use more than one pair on a client depending on what I'm actually doing. I feel that comb attachments and clipper attachments, because they're so different, you need to have both. And my go-to is the clipper attachments. I don't like comb attachments. Those are like the plastic clips, because they just push the hair where the metal is, just cuts it right off. Where the plastic, you have to go over the same spot more than once because it pushes the hair. The teeth are too far apart. Sometimes you're missing hair. It just makes it easier to blend when you have it, you know, having the same spacing all the way through.
Gotcha. You know what? On that note, I'm gonna invest in some of those. It's been so long since I had a pair, and when I started off with those, of course, they didn't have cordless. So my 76s, my MVPs, the cord would always get a short in it. So I'm like, well, F this. Like, why am I gonna keep buying all these blades and things? And the cord keeps going out. But with that being said, you're right. I never really thought about that. Like, you spend that extra money and you get better tools and you get better results. It makes sense.
So right now, we just got done with the clipper portion, and we're gonna start doing the blend on the sides and kind of piecing it all together. And that's the overall goal of what he wants.
What's happening here?
Right now we are doing a side cut at a 45, and that's just going to give you the most hair towards the bottom there, because we need it to be kind of a shelf to hold the hair up. And that's the disconnected part. So that part isn't really blended to the actual clipper portion of the hair.
So you're grabbing the hair to come down To a point, so to speak?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. 45-degree angle. I have to train my eyes to see the hair this way. Yeah, I kind of got like from watching you and Meg and Kyle, I got a technique for blending the sides, but sometimes I struggle with the back, especially like something like this. Like to purposely make something look disconnected.
Well, because in school you learn to connect to everything. And even while you're cutting on your own, like every style you see is connected. So you don't have these disconnected cuts that often, like mullets and inverted bobs, or like the coif, which is what he's getting. Those are all disconnected cuts, and a lot of the times you don't see them as often as you see a fade or a taper or anything like that.
Do you feel like you know it up?
No.
Really?
Not at all. You never stop learning, so you can always learn from someone else.
What would you say is like the most recent thing that you've learned?
The most recent thing I've learned was how to do a shuffled cut. I didn't even know that was a thing until like a month ago when someone came in and wanted it. And I had to watch a YouTube video to learn it so that I can do it, because I didn't know what I was doing.
I've learned quite a bit from watching YouTube too. I think this would be the first time that anyone ever did it, where it's kind of like I guess we're doing like kind of like podcast style, like instructional video while watching a tutorial. Because I'm literally asking these questions. I don't know, and I'm pretty sure like there are some people that have some questions. Hopefully, you're leaving some questions in the comments for us. We can respond in the comments to your questions about this cut. And let us know if you like this style of video. It's been a while since we did a tutorial on this channel, a long time. But now we got somebody that's actually knowledgeable to talk.
Wow.
Wow. Knowledge, not just experience. So you're pretty much grabbing the hair and the pieces that need to be cut are already sticking out. Did you have to do a lot of trimming to the top?
No, because you're bringing all of the hair from the front to the back, so you're leaving a lot of hair out. So once that hair falls to the back, you're cutting like the least amount of hair when it gets towards the front, because you need that to be longer. So instead of having a traveling guideline, I just have one steady guideline in the back that I bring all the hair to.
Traveling guideline meaning like you
travel with
line.
Yeah, you travel with your hand.
Okay, got it.
So instead of moving forward, so it's even all the way around, you're keeping your guideline to the back so that it gets longer towards the front and shorter in the back.
Shears look pretty sharp. What kind of shears? I don't know.
I think those ones are, and forgive me if I say the word wrong, I'm sorry, connoisseurs. Connoisseurs. They're Japanese. Japanese. I don't know if I'm saying that right, and I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. And they are 5 inches because I like really short scissors.
Why is that?
Because I do a lot of point cutting, and I find it easier for me where people will tell you to point cut with longer scissors. I have tiny hands, so I like the short ones. They just feel better in my hand.
I love Chris Rich.
Wow, you're like a wealth of knowledge. God. Super asset. This guy would have been leaving out looking a little too crispy messing with me. I see that. No, seriously, like some guys, they don't like all the detail. Like, black people, we cut with a lot of detail and preciseness and fresh. Like we want the joint to look extra fresh. And people don't always want to be that super duper tight.
Yeah, they don't want those sharp lines. And this is one of those cuts where you definitely don't want sharp lines.
I'm so glad you pulled the hair down, or else we wouldn't have been able to see that. We got to work on our camera angles. We know.
Right now, I'm just doing just kind of like a notching technique so that his hair isn't just one straight line as it would be if you just cut straight across, because his hair is so straight it's gonna fall to his face, and I wanted him to have like those jagged ends.
I notice when you cut, like you get really close
To the person?
Yeah, like looking at it.
I do, because well, one, I wear glasses, so I'm half blind, and two, I like to like really see every single line. I feel like when you're kind of standing back, you don't get to see those little hairs that stick out until you're closer, especially when their hair is that blonde.
Oh yeah, those blonde hairs. For sure.
Because it looks brighter, it looks darker in the video than it actually was when he sat down. It was a lot lighter.
Are you ever afraid of having bad posture?
Oh yeah, yeah, totally. I have bad posture. It's okay though.
Real, like the hunchback is real. The barber hunchback.
Oh yeah. I think that's why a lot of barbers, and I don't know, I haven't seen you do it, but we cut with our legs open and we squat.
Oh yeah.
And it's because like we don't want to mess up our back anymore than it already is.
These are same shears?
Mm-hmm. So a lot of people will use thinning shears to blend. I personally rather do the scissor over comb.
And you're doing it at an angle, right?
Yes.
This thing came together really fast. Again, your speed is crazy. I think we're at like maybe 16 minutes in. And you are like, this is like final touches.
Mm-hmm.
So, how you feeling about a shutdown?
I'm not happy about it, but I'm hoping they do the shutdown the right way so we can get back to work faster. I feel like they should have shut everything down for 2 weeks where you couldn't leave or anything, and that way we would have minimized the amount of people that actually had COVID. But so I'm hoping this time they do it right so that we don't have to be out of work for 4 months. We can get back to work after a few weeks. So I'm staying positive that we only are going to be shut down for a few weeks. But I do feel like it's happening.
So, shut down meaning like everything shut down, house arrest?
Yeah, for sure. Because, okay, so think of it this way. In Switzerland, they did a mandatory shutdown where no one was allowed to leave. They gave everyone 24 hours to get everything they needed for their homes. And then they shut everything down. If you were caught on the street, you got a fine. And Switzerland was the first place to say that they were reopening after a month of being shut down with no further cases.
So 24 hours to get everything you need for the month.
For 2 weeks. They did it for 2 weeks,
okay.
Yes. And then after a month, they were fully reopened again. So they started opening things slowly, but after a month, they were fully reopened. Canada did the same thing. But here in the U.S., we're like, oh, each, place does it themselves. Florida was shut down for a week, and then they didn't even care about masses. So that wasn't really, I don't know why they did it that way. But if we just do everything the same in every single county, we'll be fine.
I must be honest, I'm not excited about it at all, but I'm going to make the most out of whatever happens. Good or bad, I'm just going to take the good. We actually skipped a few steps here talking about COVID.
It was just blending.
Damn, I gotta turn on the brightness on this joint. Yeah, for some odd reason I couldn't see this in the pre-edit.
Oh, how bright it is.
Yeah, like he's glowing. I gotta turn the brightness down. Alright, so what we're looking at, you probably won't be able to see in the final edit, but right now it's super bright. What trimmers are these you're using?
Which ones are those? Those are my ones that came with my Envies. So they're the Envies trimmers.
There you go with the hunch again. Like in there. Okay. Fabulous. This is. Wow. Damn. Them shit's sharp as hell.
I think you asked at that point too if they were like zero gapped.
I love Chris Rich.
Well, yeah, it seemed like you were pressing really, really hard. I would kill somebody if I pressed hard like that. I'd probably crack somebody's jugular open. For real.
That's how my Envies ones are. They're real sharp. So like if I know I'm gonna push a little harder to get all the little tiny blonde hairs, I would use those. Those are factory right out of the box. I didn't do anything to them.
Okay. We're approaching the end of the video, so make sure you subscribe. If you're not, you're missing out. Follow the squad on Instagram. And any last words before we get out of here?
If we do a shutdown, I promise to give you videos so that we can keep educating while we are shut down.
Yo, for real, you gotta load up the content cannon. This shit came off fire. Yeah, he's definitely coming back. Great job. Well done.
Ooh.
I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Peace.